Spring is in sight, and so are the Academy Awards.
The Osage. They have the worst land possible. But they outsmarted everybody.
At this point last year, it was the topsy-turvy sci-fi family drama Everything Everywhere All at Once that rolled like a freight train into Oscars night, where it came away with 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture.
I'm teaching something no one here has dreamt of. But once people start hearing what you can do with it...
A year later, another awards juggernaut has emerged.
Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world?
Chances are near zero.
Welcome to Ken's 5 Screen Test. The 2024 Academy Awards are just around the corner, and in this video, we're breaking down the race for Best Picture. Before we look at the frontrunners and potential dark horse candidates in the Best Picture race, let's take a moment to acknowledge the films that should have gotten more love in this year's nominations, and surely will with time.
I think I feel more at home outside the Earth's atmosphere.
Oh, wow. Me too. They're strange, aren't they? They're children.
Among the unloved this year is Wes Anderson's striking and superbly shot Asteroid City, Sofia Coppola's haunting biopic Priscilla, with one of the year's best performances from Kaylee Spaney, the wrestling family tragedy The Iron Claw, and finally, the ghostly drama All of Us Strangers, which may very well contain the best performance of the year from Andrew Scott.
Is this real?
Does it feel real?
Our boys back home?
Our son. Look at you. You were just a boy. Now you're not.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
And now for the big one, the grand prize, the most coveted of Academy Awards, and a race that might already be decided. This year, the Best Picture nominees are American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Let's identify the long-shot candidates first. Those include American Fiction, Maestro, and Past Lives, movies that are well-liked or otherwise made by well-liked people, but haven't had enough momentum on their side. We can also lump The Zone of Interest into this category, though its inclusion here is worth acknowledging. Not long ago, it would have been unimaginable that an unflinching movie about the Holocaust without a traditional plot or structure would have been nominated. But times are changing, and if a movie this bold can be recognized, perhaps it can someday win too.
Die herrliche Zeit, die mir gemütlich im gastlichen Hause als Verliebten wird immer mit zu unseren schönsten Urlaubserinnerungen gehören. Im Osten steht unser Morgen. Herzlichen Dank für eure nationalsozialistische Gastfreundschaft.
Closer to the front of the pack is Barbie and The Holdovers, 2 films likely to win an award or 2 on Oscar night, but 2 films with too strong a comedic tone for the Academy to hand its biggest prize to. Voters prefer movies that'll make them think or cry for Best Picture over the ones that make them laugh. And despite everything it's got going for it, Killers of the Flower Moon has likely fallen out of legitimate contention as well. Maybe Scorsese needs to slow down his pace for the Academy to stop taking him for granted.
Did your wife say who she was most afraid of? Don't do something you're going to regret for the rest of your life.
That leaves 3 movies that have checked all the right boxes to position themselves for Best Picture glory. They've remained in the conversation, they're nominated in key categories, and they've got strong pedigrees behind them. And yet, for how much the Academy loves a good surprise and seems to love both Anatomy of a Fall and Poor Things, neither of those movies have been able to overtake the spotlight from Oppenheimer, despite the advantage of a later release date.
Are we saying there's a chance that when we push that button, we destroy the world?
Chances are near zero.
Near zero.
What do you want from theory alone?
0 would be nice.
It would be one of the more astounding developments if anything beats Oppenheimer for Best Picture. Just like the furious momentum of its storytelling, it's an award season frontrunner that simply hasn't stumbled and should be the night's biggest winner come March 10th.
The world will remember this day.
Our work here will ensure a peace mankind has never seen.
8, 7,
For ongoing coverage on all things movies, head on over to kens5.com/screentest.